How are you applying the law of Allah without hikmah? You're going to create injustice. And so he brings them together. Jesus brings them together. And then after this battle between kitab and hikmah, the final messenger comes, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah says, I'm going to give this messenger al-kitab wal-hikmah together.
This new short series is based on the findings of Dr. Saqib Hussain in his PhD thesis, Wisdom in the Quran, which was summarized and presented by Ustadh Nouman in front of a live audience. The link to the full paper is in the description.
So now we know that kitab is the law and hikmah is morality. Law and what? Morality. And the Quran has fused the two of them together. You cannot separate them. What happened in our ummah? We became obsessed with law, and other people said, to hell with the law, I don't care about the law, all I care about is what? Morality. I just want to be a good person. I'm a moral person. We separated kitab and hikmah. The kitab and the hikmah were together. The kitab is Quran and the hikmah is also Quran in early interpretations of the word hikmah. Now, Allah says, وَلَا تَتَّخِذُوا آيَاتِ اللَّهِ هُزُوًا وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ. Remember the favor of Allah on you. وَمَا أَنزَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ وَالْحِكْمَةِ يَعِظُكُمْ بِهِ. And whatever He has sent to you, onto you, from the law and the wisdom is there to give you advice. I am giving you in these ayat law, but I'm also giving you, what is He saying? Wisdom. It's together. It's together. This is a huge message in our religion. Kitab and hikmah cannot be separated. Law and morality cannot be separated. Look at an example case study. You have, for example, a man who hates his wife. Doesn't divorce her though. Never divorced her. And there are plenty of people in South Asia that are married for like almost a century. And so their kids have grown up, their grandparents now, and even their sons and daughters look at them and say, why are you guys together? You guys hate each other so much. You're fighting all the time. What is it? It's like professional boxers. They enjoy the pain. Anyway, so what happens? The man is about to die. He's about to die. His wife he doesn't like his wife. 2 minutes before he dies, he goes, by the way, I divorce you. 2 minutes before he dies, he divorces her. If he divorces her, she doesn't have a share in the inheritance. You see that? Now, if he divorces her a couple of minutes before he dies, is that legally a divorce? It is. Legally, technically, you can divorce. And the divorce is finalized the moment he dies. But is that a violation of hikmah? Totally. Which is why the early fuqaha said, we're not going to let you do that. Because even though it looks like it's within kitab, it is against hikmah. You understand? Here's another case. A person wrote a will. They wrote a will. Okay, and in their will, they said, this percent of my income shall go to charity, this percent, this. There's the inheritance, that's decided percentage, but there's a will also. Some portion of your money you can dedicate to a masjid, a charity, an orphanage, whatever, right? And the person died. And the person reading their will looks at it and sees, oh, okay. They wrote in their will because they hated their mom a lot or they hated their dad a lot. So they make sure that they gave a huge chunk of their will to one of their dad's enemies or something stupid like that, just as a grudge. Last act as a grudge. So you see in the will that there is a bias and there is some kind of evil intention, right? Allah says, if you see that, if you see ithman aw janafan, then there is no harm that you fix it. Allah allowed for a legal document for a person who's dead now. He's gone. Allah allowed for a legal document that looks like it's biased. It's against the principles of justice and wisdom for that document to be edited. Wallahu ghafurur rahim. Allah is forgiving. Isn't that incredible? We have been given the Jewish tradition of thousands of years focused on the law and forgot all about what? Wisdom. Then Jesus comes and says, no, you guys have forgotten about hikmah. How are you applying the law of Allah without hikmah? You're going to create injustice. And so he brings them together. Jesus brings them together. And then after this battle between kitab and hikmah, the final messenger comes, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah says, I'm going to give this messenger al-kitab wal-hikmah together. And that is the Quran. That is the Quran. And this is a miracle of Allah. It's a massive gift of Allah that He has given us this. The fusion between kitab and hikmah. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that video clip. My team and I have been working tirelessly to try to create as many resources for Muslims to give them first steps in understanding the Quran all the way to the point where they can have a deep, profound understanding of the Quran. We are students of the Quran ourselves, and we want you to be students of the Quran alongside us. Join us for this journey on BayyinahTV.com, where thousands of hours of work have already been put in. And don't be intimidated, it's step by step by step, so you can make learning the Quran a part of your lifestyle. There's lots of stuff available on YouTube, but it's all over the place. If you want an organized approach to studying the Quran beginning to end for yourself, your kids, your family, and even among peers, that would be the way to go. Sign up for BayyinahTV.com.